Hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. I am Mage 11 and today we are playing some more Final Fantasy XIV. We are first going to start off by doing the seasonal event that is for Valentine's Day. Then we are going to be doing the 60 to 70 job quest for Gunbreaker. And then we're going to continue with our story of uh story for Shadowbringers. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started by teleporting to Gridania. As usual, we are hanging out in the server of Midgard Zomer on Aether, though my home server is Seraph and one of the new data centers. Let's see, Leatherworkers, Makoto's Amethyst. Valentine's event shouldn't take us that long. So look at all the nice heart decorations. Astrid, symbol of love. Astrid is not so subtly indicating her desire for you to approach. And we get the love heart emote. Hello there, friend. Can you feel that? Love is in the air, just waiting to be snatched up by questing hands. That means Valentine's Day is upon us once more. I Astrid to be a Valentine, and my fellow esteemed emissaries are here to support all who would avail themselves of this bounty. But I know you, Mage. Forgive me, I do get so caught up in my introduction. It is an absolute pleasure to see you again. Come to think of it, an intrepid adventurer like you might be just what I require. Might I ask a favor of you? A fellow emissary by the name of Emily departed earlier to prepare a little surprise for our festivities, but she's been gone for quite some time, and I would like you to make sure she hasn't gotten herself in trouble. I would go myself or ask one of my associates to check up on her, but all are busy guiding our love-starved revealers. Will you do me this favor? I'm in your debt. Oh, I missed that last part of it. Before she left, Emily said she would be practicing under the trees near Felglade, Fenry. No doubt you will find her there. Okay? Appears to be this away. Yeah, you may have noticed that it's been a few weeks since I last streamed. That is because my internet was out for a while, and I walked past the objective. But yeah, now it's back, and I can do this. If I shift my angle just a teeniest bit, I bet I can triple the cuteness factor. No, quadruple it. What? Oh, it's you. What brings you here, Wolf Mage? Ah, so Astrid asked you to check on me. I appreciate you coming on her behalf. I suppose you're wondering what I've been practicing here, so far away from prying eyes. Practicing, my friend. Patience, my friend, patience. You truly wish to see what I've been cooking up. Pray, come to Makoto's amphitheater. You brought her back as promised. Thank you, Old Mage. He intends to demonstrate her what did she call it? Right, Love Heart. On stage in just a moment. Can you be part of her very audience? That was, yes. Cute. So this is what you've been working on. Verdanians are reserved people, have long been reluctant to express their feelings. Yet I believe it is of the utmost importance that we open our hearts to those here. This season of love of most of love most. Ugh. Words are hard. Now, for everyone to share their fears and for their affection. That is what inspired me to come up with Love Heart. I can only hope this simple expression is enough to motivate people to act. Well, it certainly appears to have made an impression. Navigating matters of love is oft a nerve-wracking task for even the boldest of. Yet with this gesture, I believe you've given the town both the perfect read to convey your feelings. I urge you to go about the city and perform those you or any you might find faltering occasion in the ocean. Go on, great passion of our hearts. Leave it to me. Would you mind lending me a hand as well? Adventurer, I'm sure, touched the hearts of many. There are doubtless few more qualified to guide in pushing or guide pursuing and realizing their passion. Wonderful. Now, before you set forth, I ask that you remain on stage for a while, so that your post important our mission. I'm afraid we cannot. I'm equal amounts impressed and yes that you managed to perfect the gesture short time. It took me ages to get it. Deeply, I would like you both to get started immediately. I wish we had another emissary. How serendipitous! I'm here to offer my services. What? How long it has been, friend? Too long, surely. You have my personal credit for assisting Astrid with the situation. At least I am for your offer. Should you not be enjoying the festivities, your beloved? My adorable Astrid, though I may have relinquished the burden leadership, I have not abandoned my duty as a herald. If you said yourself that you lack capable help, as daughters of the house, as daughter of the House of Fountain, I cannot stand by as the flame matter dwindle. But her help, Astrid, might be just what she needs for her rendezvous heart. I can't read names. Emily, I told you about that competent. So that case, it is great of most. Oh, that's settled. Let us go forth and romance yet throughout Gridania. Pray teach those first enemy. Might I suggest you split up? Our Avenger friend can handle Gridania. Also, Lucy, I could. Why am I wearing blue in a Valentine's event? I should be wearing red or pink. Given this situation, I'll no doubt find more than one individual is flummoxing by their feelings. I could pose before lost souls and outpouring and urged hearts. There are a few areas in particular I'd like you to visit. Just say the word and we get a new email. Oh, I am normally in blue as a gunbreaker. There we go. Gunbreaker red. Astrid? Time is ripe to inspire Gridanians to their hearts. Ready? Wonderful. I've marked out a few locations in the area where people are tending to. I am confident that you will find more than a few individuals. Show them your best rendition of heart to give them the courage. Seasonal event stuff. Emote bar. That emote bar is full. I'm going to replace one of these. Place that with the heart. We are going to use the teleport stone. Anya. Here. Right next to me. In fact. Target them. That is an adorable pose, but why show it to me? You meant to encourage me? That is very kind of you, but I'm afraid I find the prospect of session daunting. Though I could ask him his professional opinion on which vegetables are most suited to be cut. Hearts, shapes, like a completely natural question during the period of Valentine's Day. Yes, should be told I've had my eye on him for some time now. I simply don't know how to approach. But thank your unique nation, I've finally found the version I need. So it occurs to me, how did the heart become associated with fountains in the first place? I hope that Nofika he does not ask. Okay. Do. Frankies. Ah. You pose quite the pose. I see. It is a symbol of love, a call to bear one's heart, scars and all. My beloved stormed off earlier because I was terribly late for our rendezvous. I dare not tell her the reason, for I fear it would vex her further. I had been so preoccupied selecting a gift for her that I lost track of time. I must apologize to her and explain myself. Thank you for helping me see that. Perhaps there is time yet for a Fountain Day meal. Stop that. What's the matter? What manner of strange pose? Strange. Stop that. Manner of strange. Just. Well, he shouldn't have you just associate me with a curse. A curse? Nay, an insult? Explain yourself. This is. Or, excuse me, I need to be brave enough to express my feelings. Are you claiming that I a proud lancer of the warriors lack courage of things? Well, you would be right. I'm too craven to fight someone to a simple meal. Your gesture, now that I incident, has kindled my warrior spirit. I will carry out this task as if it. I think so. And forgive me for assuming. And back to the Makoto Sandblade. No, not the Leather Workers Guild. That is the wrong teleport. Bum 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 bum. You're back, seeing as my sister has yet to return. Might I ask you and Emily to count how your affairs you fared in time? Well, I found the pose by catching nothing else. Well, perhaps even embarrassingly so, even though it was I who. Regardless, I am proud to say books were practically lighting to see it. How about you, Wolfman? Whilst I'm glad to hear others were referred to action, it saddens me slightly that some do not know the origin of Valentine's. Simple, simple. Valentine's Day simple heart, which makes me wonder: are you two aware of how it came to be good with Valentine's Day? I've never thought about it. Allow me to teach. All begins with that have your face white as a sheet. Wrong. Saw him speak. Carlin Kemp. The ad is starting momentarily. Hop until it stops. Ads are correct. I hate ads. I have to run them. Oh well. Stop. Eventually. You don't suppose was odds. Don't suppose was a Christ, do you? Absolutely not. You know, heart and never would so faithful. You, nay. Plunge first the thought, very thought from your mind. but when I saw him, that whispering, that woman whispering to each other like they were their own little world, heart stopped. Before I knew it, I was running from the site at, as fast as my legs would take me. Love is the food part of bravery. Have you forgotten these words? There are words passed down by our ancestors. Our day fountains. She summoned courage to pursue love through inner. She was not a con this, but also not, not symbolizes what she fought for more than the Crimson Shield, forged in the shape of a heart, the symbol, a source of courage. Thank you, Astrid. You're right. Countess Arabelle be mortified if she see her progeny acting such cowardice. Honor her lips. I am not. Heartfuse. Hope. Live to tell the tale. Has another thing coming. I'm clueless as to the nature of Heartfuse's connection with this very woman, but I dare say that is friends by her side. Might I prevail upon you both to join her? Of course. My gratitude. Please, I place her hands. Better hurry. That Heartfuse was unknown woman were in the Carling cabin. That's where she. Event. Speak with Lizette. Closest place to there is airship landing. Loading screen, come on. Or Harpies, who's that woman? God, she's lost control of her tongue. You. Say that? I cannot read names. For what reason do you yourself with this comely young maiden, knowing full well that another has trusted her future to you? Not to have, well, have you not to say for yourself? Nervous that has nervousness has caused would seem nervous cause that fall back her mannerisms of her noble. Dear, I'm terribly sorry. All misunderstand came to heart views for counsel, as as I admire the devoted relation he has with you. I was hoping he could offer me advice on nurturing a similar bond with Theodore. My first thought was always not bear to for our meet, right? But now you see, I could not bear thought of. Now I see not with. This says the very Fury herself stands before me. Goddess, both spirit, full of passion and oh, what a fortunate. I regret that my action caused in a moment of suffering. Please set your heart at ease. Darling, I have eyes now. I only chose a private location so this could seek counsel droppers. It, as I've made sleepful both of you. That lady of house that a lady house report herself that why I am complete. I may, my lady. I I no understand why you would be upset. I admire your very for confronting us. That I had courage was my own feel. No longer I may no longer be the head of emissary love, but I am as ever to be on the matter of the heart. Love is the fruit born of bravery, my dear, though terrifying to bear your heart to it is more terrifying still to live never might have been. I promise. Risk is good for the rest of my life. I never found right for it. I will do. This is why I never do seasonal events on. Once again, part. He's wrong. The place of Her in heart is first. I think that means to live. Anyway, the two of us will turn to Rise Astrid what happened here. I trust you won't mind to inform her heart views. Will partake in activities they're scheduled. Well, was our plan from the beginning. It would do much to smooth over this little misunderstanding. Please extend my apology to Astrid for any worry I might have. Let's turn to empathy about Astrid. I don't know why, but I don't like reading the seasonal events. They are just too silly. And I'm not fond of silly. Overly pushing silly. I personally don't watch comedy movies for that reason. It feels forced. Sometimes. The seasonal events specifically. I'm so relieved. It was all just an unfortunate understanding. I must thank you for being there for me. It really means you deserve my thanks as well, Emily. Don't mention it. We were able to help. Though we've had our ups and downs, I believe we accomplished our goal of showing folk how to important it to express their feelings to those they hold dear. All in all, I'd say Valentine's Day it has been a success. Reminds me, although my nation of the heart's origin was in 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 interspersed with me with some dramatics, I take it you were able to piece together its meaning? Indeed, a noble woman and proud knight. This Arabelle legacy lives on not only the vision of Valentine's, but in its symbol, her beloved heart-shaped shield. Commemoration of her brave pursuit. Love in the fierce face of odds, the heart came to be symbolized her, and eventually the very concept of capturing the image, the nations of men and women. Well, say well, many recognize the symbol, know its history. With Emily's of heart, I believe people become curious to know the story of our tradition, and for that, joined. Arabelle's tale will undoubtedly give many courage to up just as it did your sister. We all learned from the Countess example. I pray you and yours have a Valentine's affection, my friend. I don't know why, but the events sometimes seem overly silly, and that's something I'm not fond of. Not that I don't like them wholly, but silliness just gets to me. I don't know. Let's see. Hair, chocolate, chocolate, prismatic heart, prismatic heart. Those only give vitality and they're low level items. However, we will buy some prismatic heart lefts and prismatic heart rights, just for shits and giggles. And we will buy a Valentine's hair. That way we have that. There we go. Seasonal items obtained and gotten. Now, if I go to hair top bar, also I need to any of these that I can. Prismatic heart left and prismatic heart right. Now if we use oh, they just follow us around. Sadly, they don't line up. Gem Reborn Red. Campaign. Okay. Now we go back to our blue for tank. And now we do the 60 to 70 job quest for Gunbreaker. Any other jobs we need to do that for? Our red mage is... We have the level 70 ability for red mage, he has 2. That. Black mage. Need to do the one for black. No, we don't need to do black mages. 60 to 70 summoner. Done. Reaper is good. That means of the DPSs that are ready for it. Let's see. Dark Knight. Need to unlock Blackest Night by doing the 670 that. However, my main tank, Gunbreaker, needs to unlock Continuation by doing 60 to 70. So we are going to do Gunbreaker today, and we'll do the others another time. Oh, hello, Aji! I'm doing good. Hired Blade. That is in... I just finished up the seasonal event. I see you are enjoying the nuggies. Go ahead and fly up north a little bit. And do the Gunbreaker quest. From 60 to 70. We have not done any of them from 60 to 70, including the... Oh, if you don't see me streaming for a while, it's usually because my internet is out. However, you can contact me on Discord and ask what's going on. I'm pretty sure you're in my Discord. You can contact me via DMs in Discord if you're just wondering. There's the Discord link so you can get in there. Yeah, if you're ever wondering where I am, you can contact me via DMs in Discord. I'm completely fine with people DMing me to ask, hey, where are you? You haven't streamed in a while. That is completely fine. Hired Gunblade. Radcraven is keen for you to put your newly acquired skills to the practice. Now that the Gunbreakers of Veld have yielded a portion of their wisdom to you, you are ready to take blade in hand. Rather than spend moons and moons training you, perhaps we had best find employment first, and we can use the time between assignments to refine your abilities. But where should we start? The Adventurers Guild? Yes, that sounds quite promising. I suppose we are adventurers after all. Tell me, Wolf Mage, are you familiar with this sort of thing? Oh my, in that case, we couldn't have found a better guide. Well, there's no time like the present, shall we? Pets. Thank you for the pets. Tanya? And while the loading screen is happening, I'm just gonna toss us around in... But since this is my first time back in a while, let's give a star rain. And you guys can play the jump minigame and try and get some stars. Exclamation mark jump to catch the stars. see. We need to go to the Adventurers Guild. However, there's no direct teleport there. You have to walk. Or run. Sophie. You know, adventure sounds a lot more romantic than hired muscle, even though that's essentially what it is. Now that Mother Mione has made us formal members of the Adventurers Guild, we can start accepting assignments. In fact, we've already been given the details of a potential client in need of a bodyguard or two. A man named Lassen is waiting by the Wailing Barracks. Sophie and I will try to make our own way there to get our bearings. Lancer skill? Lancer skill. Radovan. I thought it best to wait for you before we introduce ourselves. I feel strangely at home here, not at all like the cities in the Empire. You must be the ones sent by the Adventurers Guild, yes? Oh, thank goodness. Something dreadful has befallen, well, threatened to befall the one and only Editha. Mean to say you're unfamiliar with the most gifted her hardest who ever lived. Whatever possessed me to hire such cultured. It appears my breath would be better spent briefing you on the nature of my how a few days ago Editha received a most unwelcome, a death threat, to be precise. At first I deemed it nothing more than the praised brawlings of some harmless girl. That was until during a recent recital a stone was thrown at her, missing her by a hair's breadth. I have in my capacity as her manager, cancelled all public appearances until the perpetrator can be brought to justice. I fear, though, that my delicate tulip would rather and wither in fall if confined to her dressing room, and she has herself expressed a desire to stroll freely beneath the canopies of Makoto's amphitheater. I see where this is going. You want us to take her for a walk, is that it? That's all we have to do. We should count ourselves lucky. A threatening letter, a brazen attack, public place. Who knows what will happen next? But she can't stay indoors forever. I'd say we accept. Splendid. Without any further ado, I shall have Editha prepare for her promenade. Best proceed carefully. If the culprit knows that Listen to asked the Adventurers Guild for help, they can probably deduce that Editha will be coming out of hiding. We should see if anyone bears a grudge against her, so we know what to expect. And we'd better look around the amphitheater for places where an ambusher might hide. You turn right round and use the teleport. Go. Back here again. I know of her. Yes, I certainly do. I would consider myself to be one of her many admirers, in all honesty. I do not care for the way some of the others ogle her. If the rumors about Editha receiving a death threats are true, one of those lecherous scoundrels must be behind it. Oh yes, Editha has been the talk of Gridania since her debut. Her skills as a musician is without question, although I sense that many of her admirers are more interested in her bizarre stage garb. Odessa, a moment deprived of her some piteous harmonies fuses into an eternity of unimaginable torment. When, oh, when will she grace me with her splendor once? Undine. Oh yeah, she's very talented. Sounds like Editha has quite the following, whether that's due to her musical or her eccentric stage persona. Hard to tell though. Mage, have you met Miss Undine? She's a orph. I cannot read that word like Editha. That poor girl. What is the world coming to? That a gifted and beautiful young performer such as her must hide away for fear of her life. It buggers belief. Must be one of her followers. I've seen way some of them her. It makes my skin crawl. With friends like that. So what did the other locals have to say? Yes, most of them think that one of Editha's buyers is to blame, but I sense there's more to it. I think that until we have more information, we should treat everyone with equal suspicion. Be on the safe side. Personally, I'd prefer to carry out a more thorough investigation, but we best not keep our client waiting. Once you are ready, let us return to lesson 2. You've learned all gunbreaker action traits 60. Till details, description, and be viewed the action associated under character. Go here. Go here. Randoman. If I were less at you, I would have hired an investigator to catch the villain instead. An agent of fully inquiry, or such, perhaps. After hearing so much about it, I can't wait to finally meet. Editha assures me that she will be ready in 2 shakes of a Bez's tail, whatever that means. Lowered in level, oh well. Oh, my chaperones have arrived. How wonderful. Oh, to finally feel the sun again. The sun's warming rays. I am reborn. They weren't joking when they called her eccentric. Uh, all, all this prancing about is going to draw unwanted attention. We'd better get this over with as quickly as possible. Sophie, Wolfmage and I will escort her to the amphitheater. Why don't you stay behind with Lessachu in case we need to hurry back? And by me, I'll be keeping an ear out for any signs of danger, and come running if you call. Although I'm fully prepared to join you in guarding Editha, and even just for the occasion, I will defer to your professional opinion in here, but promise me that you will keep my sweet Petunia safe. Give it to us. Are you ready, Wolfmage? La la la. A beautiful day for a stroll. Okay. We only need to escort her to the amphitheater and back, but keep your eyes peeled. Oh, I avoid the needless. I don't think I've ever seen anyone. All we need. An unwanted distraction, but perhaps they can tell us why those bandits are after Editha. I hear Editha has become a recluse of late. I do hope she returns to grace the stage once more. Is it true her music is inspired by all the wondrous places she has seen on her travels? Editha has only recently begun performing in Gridania, has already amassed a considerable following. I've heard, however, that some of the other... I can't read that word, are envious of her success. The whole of Gridania delights Editha's magnificent milk. Even other musicians pale in comparison. You are escorting the Editha. Please allow me to record a record of this day's events. So you get the impression that a jealous rival... Oh, for fuck's sake. I never... I'm sure there could be more of them. Be on your guard. Be ready to strike at a moment's notice. away from her. Here we go. I can't read the dialogue that's happening fast enough, I'm sorry. Ow, my health. What was that? Leave these ruffians to me. I and the wood dweller and the other get one of this. Not much further now. Quiet. They must be expecting us. My, what a naughty little rabbit. Seems you've wandered too far from Warren. And the stage is set for your curtain call, so it cost me a pretty penny to rent the place. This will be the last time you walk all over my stage with those grubby little paws of yours. They're attacking her.
Oh well?
Oh well. Proto Husky Reese. By the way, I noticed that you were the first one to ever use my self-promo channel in my Discord. And I'm glad people are actually using it. Oh fuck. Those are a slight problem. Oh, there's 3 orbs. Orb. Ponder the orb. Ponder the orb. Those are bad orbs. Orb. Orb. Oh, yep. Time's up. Oh, Proto Husky, I just realized something. I never gave you stuff to get a new avatar in Stream Avatars. Let me fix that. Give you stars. You now should have enough to get some avatars in Stream Avatars. Goes over. Now take off the mask, or I cut it off and your face with it. This one died? I might have guessed. But what's Edda ever done to deserve this? That harlot doesn't know the first thing about real, and thinks she can steal my fans, my stage. Those appalling outfits of hers, I won't stand for it. I won't. What happened here? I heard that Undyne wasn't exactly a fan of it, but I never thought she'd pay to have her killed. And now we know that the highwaymen in the woods were on her schemes. A few days back, they held up Undyne's carriage in the shroud, but she made them an offer with more than the valuables she was carrying. Mind you, I don't suppose there's many of the bastards left after that today. You've done you've done us all a good turn. So if you ever need anything from the God's Quiver, don't hesitate to ask. Now that the danger has passed, Editha will at long last be able to make her triumphant return to Makota's amphitheater. There's still one thing I don't quite understand. Why did those highwaymen attack me and Redovin in the woods? Maybe it was because of your ears? I imagine Undine told them how much I love wearing my favorite bunny crown. They probably thought you were me. Oh, the, those ones. These ones aren't real deer ears. At least I don't think so. Actually, I was wondering if you might have a. If I might have a word in private with you three. But there are four of us. Yes, but only if I include you, which I am not. But what have I done to deserve your such treatment? Well, I suppose a lady entitled to her secrets. But before I return to my duties, I wish to express my gratitude for your part in today's events. You have both performed admirably. Now that pesque manager of mine is out of the way, go to the Great Breathway. Great Loom Growery, not Growthery. What could it be? I'm almost afraid to find out. I have the foggiest idea what. Or you risked life and limb to protect me, so I feel it's only fair that I blame myself. One moment, please. You mean to say she was a from the very beginning? Yes, one much more comfortable. It's fun to use glamours, play the horse or discord, but a little tiring. This one spent long walking, walking one's long and walking one's house. This one nearly died. These ones need the sun's rays to flourish, live. That is why this one had to go outside. Even dangerous ones were all around. Helpful and not tell bring one. Listening would be sad if this no longer. Listening ones will be sad if this one can no longer play sweet safe with us. I'm ever so grateful. Promise you'll come at Orpheus or yes? Hehe. Not quite the conclusion I was expecting, but a satisfying one, I must say. You've did yourself rather. It normally takes a lot longer for a novice to grasp the fundamental differences gunblade against regular. It was originally developed by my people in the Third Astral Era to march to march of the Allegan Empire had too much of the march of the Allegan Empire had driven us between barren wasteland, where even survival was a constant struggle. Our queen, Hilder, was closely guarded by loyal soldiers known for the unique swords they wielded. These loyal vassals were known as Gunhilder's Blade, a name blades, a name that was abbreviated and applied to the most distinctive of their weapons, the gunblade. Meanwhile, the Allegons were developing firearms capable of launching projectiles for great distance. As they were smaller, similar in appearance to our gunblades, we referred these weapons as guns, a term which is now commonplace. So efficient were these new weapons on the battlefield. Queen's Guard decided to specialize in smashing through the enemy lines, destroying them as swiftly as possible. Thus did they become known as Gunbreakers. Even after the fall of the Allegan Empire, she's falling asleep. These techniques were passed down to each new generation. My clan are the descendants of Gunhilder's royal guard, though I am all that remains. It is my duty to see that the art of the Gunbreaker lives on, even if that means trusting it to an outsider such as yourself. If you like history lessons, you two will get along like a house on fire. I'd best leave it there for the time being. I don't want to overwhelm. Best learning is done on battle in the field after, however, as pleasant as Gridania is, I'm eager to see what the other city-states have to offer. And may I suggest to that their markets have goods from all the world, and I'm dying to take a look. We'll dot it is. Sophie and I will go on ahead. You arrive, seek us out. We shouldn't be hard to find. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. It's beginning to look like we might not get to the Shadowbringers part of this today. Especially since we're only just finishing up the main scenario, the quest, the level 60 quest for Gunbreaker. However, what I think I will do instead of cutting off the Shadowbringers quest is I will instead finish one Gunbreaker quest each stream, then do more Shadowbringer. That way I'll keep up to date and be able to continue Shadowbringers at the same time. Adventurers Guild. The best way to settle into a new place is to dress like the locals. Well, that's my excuse anyway. It's good to finally get away from that noisy marketplace. Not that this watering hole is much quieter, still it is a paradise compared to anything you'll find in Garlean territory. I think he's just a sour mood because he can't find any work. You're not wrong there, Sophie. I'll keep looking though. Wolf Mage, you'd better train by yourself until we find our next client, which, with a little luck, will be soon. And there we have it. The first of a few streams of Gunbreaker Quest is done. Now, we are going to switch over to Reaper. Get reap some souls. We are going to our current. We had actually ended off last stream of Final Fantasy without actually picking up the next, with finishing the current MSQ of what we had and then not picking up the next one. So let's pick up the next one. We had just finished up saving, we had just finished up beating Ranjit and finding out that the Light Warden of, what's this map called? Calusia was in fact Volturi himself. Before we could kill him, he flew away, and we had to, and he actually decided to have a little bit of a sky. He decided to lift a mountain in the sky. If we can see it from here. Yep, right there. He decided to lift a mountain into the sky, and we decided to help the people of Yulmore recover. That's where we left off from the story lesson. Let's see what we can do. Once we find the people with the quest. I know they're in one of these tunnels. Where are they? There they are. Paradise Fallen. Paradise Fallen. Thancred has a task for you. So here is some dream powder. We're administering it to the enthralled to keep them calm until they can receive proper attention. I would appreciate it if you could assist with this task. Now, those affected are scattered all over the city. I suggest starting your search at the Duralex and working your way up. When you are done, be sure to let Rain know. Like it's right here. Lord Voltri, you are my day. Oh, I'm targeting my minion. Snore. We can technically teleport around. They're around here. Up above. According to the arrow. I know you. Hurts, please, Lord Voltri. Take away. You're the kind soul who saved me from falling death. My mistress, she's been injured. Please help her. Beg you. What is this? She's a medicine to help her rest while she, you say. Oh, thank you so much. When she began acting strangely, I didn't know what to do. I have a knock at my door. I will be right back. Let's see. Thank you so much. When he began acting strangely, I didn't know what to do. Okay. Done in this area. Next area is the Aetherite Plaza. Sorry, I got called away for blood sugar and medicine. Must be out here. Must stop. Trespassers bullying our paradise. Where did you fly to, my sweet canary? What's happening? Oh, there you are, Wolf Mage. I just finished aiding this man. Now for the next one. More out the derelict and below, you say. So many of them. But Minfilia entrusted this power to me, and I won't rest until I've helped everyone. I can bring the Emerald to you. So that would certainly make it easier for me to work. Thank you, Wolf Mage. I'll do my best to keep pace. Cutscene. Hopefully it's voice acted.
You're going to be all right.
Yes, it is, so I'm gonna mute my mic.
I think that's the last of them.
We've done all we can for the wounded. As for the rest...
Aren't you Alphino? The painter boy? What in the world is going on? Did something happen to us?
Let me handle this. Citizens of Yulmore, what I'm about to tell you will come as a shock. Indeed, you may be loath to believe it, but if you trust the evidence of your senses, it is my hope that you will listen and accept the truth, unpalatable though it may be. Vorthri is a sin-eater. Everything he offered, everything he promised, was a lie.
They're not taking it well, and who could blame them?
Are you saying we were Vorthri's puppets all this time?
When you attacked us, you were not yourselves. That much is true. But your conduct prior to that moment was your own. Volthra's unnatural charisma does not absolve you of all responsibility. Of your own free will, you came to this city and gave yourselves over to its pleasures. And in the course of this, if you mistreated those less fortunate than you, then that too was of your own free will. It is not for me to judge you, but for your victims, for history, for your conscience. You have dreamed a twisted dream, but now you are awake. You may yet share this world of ours. Join with us and each other, that we might begin anew. We've lost so many already. We dare not lose any more. I have said my piece. My thanks for giving me the chance. There is nothing more to be done here. Let us go after Vor 3.
Is there anything we can do to help? You risked your lives to bring us to our senses, and I, for one, hope to repay that debt. Begin anew, as you said.
Vor 3 has fled to Mount Gulg, and we mean to pursue him. Do any of you know the way?
The only way to Mount Gulg is over the Bright Cliff. Have you an airship?
We will contemplate flight only as a last resort. Were we to come under attack whilst airborne, we would have little hope of defending ourselves. If at all possible, we would prefer to travel by land. Is there a way?
Well, the ladder is the only way up and down the cliff, but it hasn't moved in a long time. In the old days, it was operated by the mining folk who lived at the top. But after the flood, it saw less and less use, and when Lord Vor 3 took control, it was abandoned altogether.
So we somehow need to get the ladder working again.
It moves by means of a Talos, if that's any help. But good luck repairing that.
Talos? Did someone say Talos? You know all about them, don't you, dearest? If anyone can get this lift moving, it's you.
Well, perhaps. But see here.
Oh, yes. If you want the golem restored, you may leave it to my husband. For he happens to be the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, foremost makers of Talos, whose contracts include the renowned mining venture of Armoreng.
It's been years and years since I had anything to do with it. I can't just pick up a hammer and set to work.
You can't.
No, that's not what I... It's just... All right, I will take a look at the Talos. But beyond that, I make no promises. Those with strong backs, come with me. I'll need help dragging the damn thing out of the storehouse.
Well done, brother.
Come, my friend. We have work to do.
we're back on mic. Let's see. Alphinaud? The ladder. Alphinaud's eyes glisten with joy. The ladder is situated to the north and west of right. Let us make our way there, Wolf Mage. Lucia. We need to go that way. West. Oh, I still need to get that one. There's one down by the shore, one of the Aether Currents, that I have not gotten. I stand, gazing down to see the endless God awaiting me. To the southwest. I believe it might be up on this cliff. The west. Okay, it's not up on this cliff. It wageth on the bold ever fight on. Lives echoing. I really like that song. Okay. Let's see what we get on the mountain roulette. Orb. Orb. Orb of Borb. I have a lot of Borbs that I get on the mountain roulette. See. Northeast. Okay, that means it's up on the cliff where I can't get to yet. Let's go. To the latter. Talk about music. Always a joy. First things first, a 50-point inspection. Wouldn't do to have them falling to pieces now. Why are you standing there gawping? There's a lot to be done, so go and make yourself useful. Ill-tempered man. Philip? Bottom rug, they call this place. How very apt. Apparently, it used to be the control center for the ladder and a bustling hub of transportation. Its glory days are far behind it. Let's see, are any of the other peoples around? Let's see, I don't see anyone but Yoshitola and Ryanji. Check over here. There's Alphinote. The ladder is a sturdy piece of engineering, but much may go wrong after 20 years of disuse. Let us be doubly thorough with its maintenance. What does Delilah Chai say? To my sweet darling Chai, to see my sweet darling Chai so engrossed in his work, I think I'm falling in love again. Okay. Anyone over here I can talk to? How about on the other side? Or behind the buildings? I want to talk to everyone before I proceed onward. Nope, no one else to talk to. Okay, Arianje. Wolf Mage, dost thou see yonder pair of Talos? For a blessing, they were found to be in good repair. Master Chai prepareth to activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, Mishtola and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with ether. Others meanwhile attend to the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as well as mired materials with which to perform it. If thou art willing, we would prevail upon thee to procure lumber. My thanks, Wolf Mage. Directly to the south, there thou wilt find a dry dock. Then Lent Yard. Pray see if thou canst persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our cause. Let's see. Oh, I didn't mount up. Yee! Do 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 do. Oh there, sinner. Haven't seen you around before? New to Gate Town, I take it? If you need lumber for a shack, you've come to the right place. We can do the building for you too, though it'll cost extra. You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that? You don't have the coin. Least you can do come up with a believable excuse. But look, I'm not one to walk away. I'll give you the lumber if you do me a favor in return. I just finished taking stock of our supply and was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead, and we'll see if your total matches mine. Now, some of the lumber's lying about the yard, but most of it is kept in the storehouse. For these, you can just ask Gerthel for the number. Here, I'll lend you some writing material so you can take notes. Okay, so this I'm you count 11 planks. Okay, I'm going to need to actually write this down. In fact, I'm gonna write it in chat. $11 is the first amount. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Uh, okay. And taking stock for now, there's some of the lumber lying. And taking stock of the river, are you? Well, last I counted, we had 68 planks in storehouse. 9 of those were rotted, though. Or 68 minus 9. So we talked. So just arrive. Just 13 planks all told, but one of them's damaged. So 68 minus 9. Minus 9. And then just got another 13 planks all told. One of them's damage. It's only good for kindling. Okay. So 13 minus 1. One. Okay. Or how many links does that make? So 68 minus 9 equals 79 plus 12. So no, 59 plus 12. $71. You're writing down those numbers, right? I'm sure you can work it out. So 71 plus 11. Okay. I actually have to do math for this, so I pulled out a calculator. Oh, where's some more logs? Not over here, definitely. Has to be somewhere in the circle. A red circle on the minimap. Maybe they're up here? There they are. You count 24 planks in the stack. 106. Done, are you? So how many planks did you count? 106. That's exactly what I counted. Thanks for the help, friend. Taking stock for fair puts me to sleep, but it has to be done. As promised, I'll give you the lumber. What do you need it for anyway? You were serious about the ladder? I'll be damned. If that's the case, please let us help with the work. We're shipwrights with no ship to build. Only stakes. Only shacks. Well, it's a living, we'll itch to do something greater. This fellow you say is in charge. You reckon he'd mind the likes of us barging in on his project? He'd welcome the help. Wonderful. I'll round up the lads and lads and lasses, and we'll head over to the ladder, along with the lumber you need. Geez, I hate math. Ignoring the dodo bird. Let's see if anyone has... Ooh, there's some new people here. Green? Oh, Mage, I heard you went to find lumber. From afar, the ladder looks like it was made entirely of metal, but there's actually a lot of wood if you look for it. The Umorans have rallied quite impressively. Amidst great adversity, a little purpose never goes astray. Such a primitive, inefficient design. A much smaller Talos from our company a much smaller Talos from our company could use just as easily perform the same task. Oh, he'll have them moving again soon. I know he will. By the industry with which he works, is as if all of that reluctance was a lie. I've rounded up as much material as I could for the work, just my little bit for the cause. The work proceeds apace. I am pleased to say, when it is restored, the ladder will not only be in our way forward, it will represent a momentous step towards lasting change in Colossia. Mitchell? Oh, I already talked to you. Thou returned. Wert thou able to procure the lumber? Well, to secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides, their expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Chai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be a determined soul. I doubt not that the work shall be complete ere long, and we may continue on our way once. Though it hath been years in the making, at long last do the people stand united in defense of the world fate. Their hopes spur us ever onward towards the journey's end. Whatsoever may await us, then when thou takest those final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile on thy face. The view from above. Urianger is wearing a pensive look. But prematurely do I give myself to sentimental music. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter of how we might reach the mountain, detached from the land as it is. For the present, would appear we have have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou should take thine ease for a time. Thou wilt need every ounce of thy strength for the trials ahead. Wait for the work to be complete.
Would you look at that? The citizens of Yulmore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible?
Elk.
Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason? You conquer them, crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alak, and one still favored by Garlemald. But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones, a difficult feat to achieve. But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise. It's a compliment. Take it. Ah, the vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye. What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying? Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine. Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amaranth. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed. Not that you would remember any of this.
Remember?
Never mind. The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have. Remember, you are of the Source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal, a complete existence in a complete world. But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero. Ah, there was one thing I had meant to ask. How well do you know the Exarch? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl? What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting. I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
I knew you could do it, dearest. I never doubted you for a moment.
It's alive. I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent. I never thought to wonder why until now. I think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood. Knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude. Time wears you down, aye. But solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Emmett Selk. All of which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to start the
Glad
cutscene.
tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
Pause for a moment. Okay, welcome back from the ads. You might have missed it a little bit.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else. That's the spirit. Come on then.
We rode the ladder too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watched the horizon grow, and the town shrink below us. Awed and terrified in equal measure. We ascended without a word, the silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears. No one but me remembers that day. Remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek and you may yet find.
Ooh, the good music. Hello, Archie. Welcome back. I'm glad I made the Dougie emote a follower emote. Though the orb that it was made from is still a subscriber emote. Ah, there. And here we finally are. At the top rug. And the others should arrive ere long. Alpha no, Wolf Mage, come up here. There's something you need to see. And where is she? It's up there, I think. What could she be? What could this be about? Bum 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 ba-dum. Ba-dum bum bum ba-ba-ba-bum. Bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum bum ba-bum. Ba-dum bum bum ba-dum. Ba-dum bum bum ba-bum ba-dum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum. That appears to be a village. There's a village, Wolf Mage. Over to the northeast. So there is, yet after 2 decades without the ladder in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long since been abandoned. Nor I, but that was before I spied someone leaving it and proceeding to head in our direction, all the while trying to remain unseen. Whoever this mysterious person is, they should still be out there. Go on and take a look, Wolf Mage. Search through your surroundings for the mysterious person. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target the figure and inspect with the right mouse button, left mouse button. That is a bird. There they are. You've located the mysterious person. However, it seems he has likewise spotted you and hurriedly turned back to the village. Let's go. There's someone, right? And they were spying on us. Personally, I don't feel comfortable not knowing who they are. What do you say we investigate? I'm curious too, I must admit, but I dare say we have a bit of time And I dare say we have a bit of time ere the others ascend. It's settled then. Let's head to the village and see if it's indeed inhabited. I wanted to jump on the wall. What the? Sophia! That is a bot. Hey, Achi, can you boot? Can you put the bot? If you're still here. Looks like Achi is not still here, so I will have to take this into my own hands. Sorry guys, one moment. Bin hammer bot. I'm a whack. They have been bonked. You hear faint sounds from inside the building. However, the door refuses to budge. Selfie note have to say. The crates and barrels are laden with unknown contents. Food has been hung out to dry in the sun, quite recently by your reckoning. Where is Sally's? Alize. Talk to you before. Okay. Nothing else to do. Oh, there's Alize. I could have sworn I heard a noise. Last interactable. Ah. Half empty cup. The cups are half empty or half full, depending on how you see things. Behind the counter, a kettle bubbles suddenly over the stove. What news, Wolfmage? Were you able to find anything of note? People are definitely still living here. Indeed, while there's no one seen, it's plain that this village is anything but abandoned. The villagers are trying to conceal themselves. They are doing a rather poor job of it. But if they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do? I say, aren't you the ones who saved my life? You're Crystal, the artist from Yulmore. You remembered. Ever since we parted ways, I've worried for you, bound for the city as you were. Never did I imagine that we'd again, here of all places. We could say the very same thing we could say the very same thing to you, my friend. But I'm glad to see you hale and whole. But tell me, what is this village? This is Amity, a settlement made up for those who survived being exiled from Yulmore. And as I wandered for the wilds, I chanced to cross paths with an inhabitant of these parts. He took me through a secret tunnel which led to the top of the Bright Cliffs. I've been here ever since. Life is hard, but we know semblance of peace. Well, we did, at any rate, until Mount Gulg broke away from the earth. Then, just as suddenly, the ladder started to move again. And you feared whoever is coming up would threaten your lives. Aye, but I see now that there is no cause for concern. Will you tell me what has brought you here? The Valkyrie is a senator, and he's fled to Mount Gulg. It's a strange tale, but I've no reason to doubt your words. I owe you my life. If there's anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. Your help would be most welcome. To begin with, we request your people's permission. Reconnoiter the area. If you are confident, if we are to confront Voltri, we must find a way to Volk. Of course, you hardly need our permission here. We tell the others about you and yours. News. Now, we haven't much to offer in the way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use as you see fit. West. Welcome back, Achi. You missed the chance to bonk a bot. I'm pleased to see that the villagers are no longer wary of us. I shall take the opportunity to ask about Mount Gulg. Crystal. More so than the revelation that Volturi Senator, I am surprised that the free citizens of Yulmore came together to work on the ladder. Is it possible for the people to change so quickly? In Mount Gold's shadow, Alice is eager to get on with the task. Yet another hapless soul that Alphanode saved from mortal danger. I see. Some things never change. At any rate, it seems that brother has a mind to learn. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Wolfmage and I are going to scout out the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh, very well then. Just take care out there. Let me check something. Travel, Aether Currents. I'm missing 2 in Calusia, which I don't have access to yet, do I? I should probably get a teleport here before... Actually, it's okay, Achi. I was just joking when I said you missed out on it. It's fine. It's completely fine. But anyway, I think I'm gonna end the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed my stream. I hope you guys stop by again. Until next time, I've been Wolfmage 1011. I'll see you guys then. Bye!